Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave. Today we're going to continue our playthrough of Silent War 2.0 using IJN 2.0 also as part of the game, as it was an expansion that they've now incorporated into the game. Alright, well, on the first video we played weeks 2 and 3 in December 41. We're now ready for week 4, but got to make some corrections here. Nothing I'm going to change as far as the game layout. I don't think I haven't sunk anything. I haven't lost any ships. I have some damage on one ship, but we'll let all that go. One thing, the tropical storm that was in the Carolines at the end of the turn, it came off, so I removed it. Excuse me. Now the thing is about transit moves. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a sub off my table. So let's just say I was over here and I was going to do a transit move, and he can move too. Let's put me out here so I don't get in the way. So I decide to move. Well, I didn't even go far enough. I want to do a transit move from the Coral Sea out to South Philippine. He would move 1, 2, and then we compare these two boxes for if there's going to be a transit event happen. Okay, so this is where it gets a little confusing, so hopefully I can explain this. I read the rules 2 or 3 times from the comments from you guys that you left for me, and then on Board Game Geek I also found this. So it says to use the lowest number of red boxes when you're determining. So immediately the mind says, well, there's only 2 boxes here and there's 3 boxes here, so I would use the 2, but that's actually not right. You use the lowest number, the way I interpret it is like the number 7. So in this case, this is a number 8 where the red box is. This is a number 7. That's the lowest one. So the first roll I make is to see if I'm going to get detected, and because I'm in transit I get a -1 to my die roll, so it would be a 7 and my die roll would be -1, so really an 8 or 9 for that to happen. And then from there we roll on this table to see if we're going to have a contact or not. It has to be red here, so there's no red results, no transit check required. If the submarine's on the transit side, subtract 1, we roll. Okay, if a transit check is required, we roll again under the current war period. So now we roll here to see what this one is, and it's got to be at the left to find a row, and then you roll again and you apply the results immediately. So this is the one that says you get spotted, damaged, or anything like that. So there's actually 3 die rolls that you take. Okay, so I think I'm going to do that right. So we move 2 when we're moving, and that all becomes part of it. Okay, and I also read, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not going to go back and try to find it, but when they're coming out of these boxes here, it does not cost them a move to get over to their operating areas. So they actually start within their operating area here. I'm not sure that I shouldn't have already moved him into this zone when he did this transit area, but I did not do that. I kind of think maybe I should have, and I'm sure one of you guys can leave me a comment and go, yeah, you should, when they're done in that area there, you should have moved them back over to their transit area. Special mission zone, that's the word I was looking for. Couldn't think of it. Okay. All right, I think we're ready to give this a go here again and see how we do. Okay, so let's get started. Hopefully I don't mess it up. I had a lot of comments all about transit moves. Man, it was like a ton of transit move stuff. I felt like I messed it up really bad, but I don't think I did that much. It's just there's a lot of detail just in this little determining which one you do. Okay, So let's start with the war event phase. Here we go, strategic segment. And we roll a D10. If it's a 0 to 3, I'll have a war event. And we get a 5. No war event. Okay. No torpedo improvement in this scenario. Intelligence and weather phase. So we do our ultra roll. I've already taken all my ultra markers off. And so we're going to roll. And it is a 3. And a 3 on War Period 1 is South China Sea 2 and North Philippine Sea. Okay. South China Sea 2 and the North Philippine Sea. So they have ultra markers on them. And neither one of those areas are in my areas of operation for this scenario, so we won't be doing anything there. Okay, next is the weather phase. So now we need to check for a storm. And if I remember right, this is December. So we have to roll a 0 for a storm to happen. And we get 6. No storm. Okay. So we're through that section. Weather's going to hold off here in December. All right, now we're ready for our submarine reinforcement phase. We don't have any yet. Ready submarine phase. Move subs in the pier side box to the ready for sea box. So I have 2 here in Hart Pearl. They're getting ready for the ready for sea. Roll for subs in the broom box. I don't have any. Okay. And submarine repair phase. All right, for each sub, roll. So this guy needs an 8 or less. Here we go. 8 or less, he gets a 3. All right, so he's out of the repair. Now he's in the broom box. Okay, this guy needs a 6 or less. He gets 4. All right, so the repairs are moving on. And this last one needs a 4 or less. Okay, here we go. 4 or less. He gets a 3. All right, everybody moved up on this one. Good day in Pearl Harbor today. All right. Prep for operations phase. Move all submarines from done section to op area section. Okay, so these guys are going to go operating. And I believe these guys here, they're free to be back in their zone. I really do believe that. So I'm putting them there. This guy goes operating, and these 2 here are operating. And that's it for the operating phase. Okay. Next, we do patrol movement phase. Subs currently deployed with their patrol side up can move, if they want to an adjacent operation area. So I could move the Solomons. I can't move to, but the Coral Sea I could move to. So I think I'm actually going to send the Tautog over to the he's going to move over to the Coral Sea, and he has to roll for a transit event. So right here, I'm going to roll. I'm going to use the black die for this one. And 8 or 9, and I do not get the -1 because I'm not on my transit side. 6. All right. So no transit event. Okay, so we made that move, separated these 2, so I got them working 2 different areas. All right. That's my patrol movement phase. Everybody else is in transit mode. Yep, all these guys are in transit mode. Okay. Now, in the rules or on Board Game Geek I read, you can do these moves in any order you want, as long as when you do them, you do the whole submarine, he's finished. But I like doing it this way with my patrol movement phase. It keeps me clean on what I'm doing with my subs. Okay, we're gonna have search and contact phase. We don't have no ultras here. Okay, and no wolf packs. So we're gonna do our search and contact. Roll on the area activity chart, which is this one. For each submarine or patrol in an area, cross-referencing the current war period. All right. So I got to make one little check here. Just checking my modifiers. I'm not in any. See, I don't have any ultras areas, so I don't have any modifiers for this. So we're just flat out going to roll on this one. So we roll here. We're going to see what kind of contact we're going to get. And he gets, it's a 6. And a 6 is blue. Okay. So blue is moderate. Okay, roll the contact table below, cross-referencing. This table happens to be up here on the board, but we're using this one. I'm going to roll the black die and we're going to see what it says. What do we get? Oh, it's a 1. That's not good. I wanted a higher number. A 1 is a C1. Check the engagement tables. So, over here, can't see where my finger's at. Right here, I'm on the engagement table. So we have a C1. So we're going to have 4 out of the A cup, 3 out of the B, 2 out of the C, and 1 out of the D. All right. Okay, so we're gonna place everything on this combat display. Here we go. We get 4 out of the A. Oh, look at that. Put a red flag on that one right out of the gate. 2, 3, and 4. All right. Something nasty could be there, but we don't know what it is yet. Now, out of the B cup, we get 3. Okay, out of the B cup, we get 3. 1. Oh, 2. I think that's all of those. So this column's not going to be very active. 3. There's only 1 ship there. Okay, out of the C cup, we get 2. All right, so we get 1, 2. Oh, that's nice. And out of the D cup, we get 1. There. Ooh. Could be a warship. Could be a big warship. Could be a destroyer. That's the problem. We don't know what it is. All right. All right. So, okay, so I'm going to put this marker here so I don't forget where I had him at. He was in the Coral Sea. And you know what? I can't do that. I just looked. I thought for sure I could, but I cannot do that. I'm not allowed to go to the Coral Sea. So he had to stay here. Okay, so we got to take that off. We got to take all these back off, put them back in their cups. Hell, I messed that up. Luckily, I caught it already right there. Okay, he's got to, gee whiz. Well, I'm glad I caught it. Okay, before I made another big boo-boo. I can't get this far out right now on the even though my range is good, I can't work the Solomons or the Coral Sea. The Carolines I can, but I'm not there. And I can't operate there. I got to come from, it's kind of, you got to learn your shipping routes. Okay. Anyway, I can't do that. So the tautog is going to attack. He's going to roll. He's got to roll here to see. I'm going to re-roll everything and see what he gets. So first thing he's going to do is try to see if there's something out here. Okay, here we go. He gets a 7. All right, a 7 is orange. All right, this is a low. Okay, and now he's got to roll on the contact table. He's got a low density, and it is a 5. And a 5 on the low density is a C2. Okay, so he gets over here C2 low density. Well, look at there. I could have left everything the way it was. It's 4, 3, 2, 1. That's okay. We're going to redraw. That's the way we did it. So now we're going to come over here. We're going to redraw here. Okay. 4 on A. Here's the first one. I think I had one of them in there. Second one. Third one. It's definitely a different draw this time. Fourth. Okay, then it gets 3 out of the B cup. Here's the B cup. First one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The C cup. It's 2. First one. 1. Uh-oh. There's a warship. And 2. Oh, 2 warships, possibly. And then 1 out of the D cup. Oh, another one. Okay. I want to stay away from them guys. I want to take my shots out here. All right. There we go. Now we have them set. Okay. Now, going to mark my area again. Current operating area here for the tautog. He comes to the board. I can put him in any of these, but I'm going to put him here on this one. Okay. I'm going to do an aggressive attack. So aggressive, he gets all his TTC values, have 1 subtracted from them. Reveal 1 more ship than the submarine's tactical rating. My tactical rating is 4, so I can reveal 5 ships. All right. And not a super skipper. Okay. So we're going to reveal the ships. Well, this one comes off, goes in the A cup, and this one comes off, goes back in the B cup. Okay, so I can reveal 5. So we're going to reveal merchant, merchant, merchant. 3. I can reveal up to 1 row away. Merchant. Uh-oh, combat event. Combat event. So I think I'm going to have to take care of a combat event here. Move this over to get rid of the glare. All right. Let me check on that now. The other thing is I got to replace these ships too, but let's see what the combat event does. Okay, the first thing we do is immediately resolve that. There is a combat event table that we roll on. These are probably bad. I'm going to roll the black die. And it is a 4. Okay, a 4 is mechanical troubles and attack. Well, you know it. The submarine encounters mechanical trouble. There's no combat phase for the submarine this turn. Roll a die. If odd result, place a damage marker and a return to base marker on the submarine, and it involuntarily returns to base. If an even result, the chief engineer fixes the problem and the submarine may resume normal operations next turn. Okay, so we're going to roll. And we get 2. 2 is an even result. The chief engineer fixes the problem. So the tautog, he comes back over. So I had a good chance. Had a good chance at this. And didn't get it done. But he goes into the... back over here to the done box. Okay. I'll clear these up. That goes into D. Back into the C. Back into the B. These 3 back into the A box. Okay. All right. My second sub is the plunger. He's also going to run a patrol. So let's see what he can find here. He gets a 5. The plunger 5 finds a green. That is a sparse. Okay, so now we roll on the contact table. And this will be, use the black die, and it is a 4. And a 4 is C2 on the sparse table. C2 over here on the sparse table is 3, 2, 1, 1. 3, 2, 1, 1. Okay, so we'll come back over here again. So we go with 3. Here we go. 3, 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. That could be trouble. 2 out of the B cup. 2. Oh. Out of the C cup comes a 1. And out of the D cup comes a 1. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Okay, so we'll put the plunger. He's going to be on this first column. He's going to be aggressive. He gets 3. And then he gets the... sorry, just making sure I do this right. Oh yeah, it's -1 if I get to that point. Okay, so I pulled those guys, and now I reveal my ships where I put him at, up to his rating. Reveal 1 more than the ship's tactical rating. Mine's a 3, so I can reveal 4. So we're going to reveal 1. It's a merchant. 2. It's a merchant. Oh, got an aircraft. I can reveal 1 more over here. Oh, it's a destroyer. Okay. That's interesting. I got to figure out what to do with this aircraft now. First time I've encountered that. Getting some more firsts here as we go along. Okay. So now I got to do this little deal right here. Okay, I'm going to replace these 2 merchants right here with my Japanese. So we have all of them in here that are available. We pull the first one, and it is the AO. Looks like Break or Brocky. Anyway, he takes his spot. We'll put this counter back in the cup. All right. The next one is the Kamoi. He's an 18-ton, 18,000 tons. And then the aircraft stays. And now I got to pull a destroyer for over here. So I have all my destroyers and another bunch of them. And so the destroyer we pull is a 2-ton Hagakaze. Okay, he goes there. So he can be pretty tough too. That's in the B cup. Okay, so we throw that one back. All right, so here's where we're at. We now know what we have. Okay, now I have to draw 3 TDCs right here for the ships that I can see. So the first one, we put them face down, then we'll flip them over. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This one is, -3. Beautiful. Get a chance at that guy. +1 on that guy. And this destroyer is a +3. Whew, we don't want to mess with him either. That's perfect. I get a shot at that guy. And then we'll probably run. So I sure don't want that destroyer coming after me. But if I can hit this guy. All right, let's see what happens next. Okay. Reading, the player reveals the TZ markers. If an aircraft is revealed, check weather effects. I don't think we're going to have any there. Resolving the attack. Okay. So, here we go. Sorry, I'm kind of bumbling through this a little bit, but I'm trying to make sure I do it right again. All right, we're going to do our attack. We're going to use all our attack, which is 4, against this guy right here. So we slipped in on that tanker. We want to hit him at 10,000 tons. Yes, that's a nice one. All right, so we go here, and we go the target's value. All right, so he has portion of the submarine attack value allocated to this target, which is 4. Value of the super skipper, none. The Mark IV torpedoes, -2, so I'm at 2 right now. No tropical storm, no typhoon. Okay, the target's defense value is a 3. ASW value of all revealed Japanese vessels in the submarine's column and adjacent columns. So that's 2 and that's 2, so that's 4. Oh, I'm at -2 now. The TDC marker, which is a -3, and I don't think I get to add anything to that because I'm doing aggressive. TDC marker bonus aggressive, or do I get 2? It just doesn't do it in the counterattack round. The attack rounds, hang on just a second. Okay, so I need a 2 or less and I get -1 to the die roll. So I really need a 3. I get, 4. Just missed. So they missed. Okay. Whoosh. Off they went. All right, I missed. Counterattack round. After an attacking submarine has conducted combat against surface ships, but under certain circumstances may occur before the submarine is attacked. All right. To conduct counterattack, use the following procedure. ASW value of all revealed Japanese forces. So we know we have 2 and 2, that's 4. And that one with the red slash through it means something. Gotta find that. That has a special meaning there. What is that? Shoot. All right, I gotta locate that. Okay, here comes the counterattack. Got this figured out finally. Sorry. He's 2 there and 2 there. He's got 4. There's none up here. I know you can't see it, but on the current war period, ASW value is 0, so he gets nothing there. So there is a counterattack table here on the combat. This is really small. ASW plus war period ASW, which was 0, plus AAC red box minus. Okay, so there's no red boxes here, so that's a 0. So the Japanese number is 4. The defense number for my submarine is the middle number right there. It's a 2. And I do not have a super skipper. And I'm not in shallow waters. But I am aggressive. And if I'm aggressive, they get to add 1 to the die roll for me being aggressive, which is here. So modifiers of the die roll, no damage markers, aggressive attack posture, that was me. It's not a re-attack round, and cautious attack. Okay, so he's gonna roll on this table, and he gets a +1 to his die roll. So the difference, 4 minus 2, I'm on this row 2, and we're gonna roll, and he gets 3. Thank goodness. I was worried about that. 3 plus 1's a 4 on this row is a white, no effect. Okay, so no effect. So the counterattack, he couldn't find me. It's nighttime and I slipped away. All right, so now I can do a re-attack if I want to. And on the re-attack, in the re-attack round, I only get the -3. I don't get to subtract 1 from that one for that one. So I would be at a -3. It's going to be really tough. And those guys are there, and I'm going to reveal another ship right here. I think with their 4, 2, and the re-attack round, he's going to get another +1. So I think I'm going to bow out of this and withdraw. So I didn't hit him, going to withdraw. So I'm going to move him back over. I got to put my TDC markers back in the cup. And then this is the D, this is the C. This guy goes into the B, this guy goes into the A, and these other guys go back into their other bowls for the Japanese markers. Okay, now what I did not do was, because I just read that, he should have taken a endurance check, because he could have run out of fuel, or something else could have happened to him. He did not bypass that. He encountered no enemy contacts because we did not actually do an encounter. So he gets a +1 or a -1 to the die roll on his and he had an attack posture +1, so that's going to be, that equals out to 0 modifier for the TOTOG. Let's see, if the result is greater than the number indicated, submarine's endurance rating with the current value of the Mark 14 torpedo on the endurance table. So that's a -2. My endurance value here's a 4. Result is greater than the number indicated. Okay, so I got to roll, and it's got to be a 2. Oh, he's a 7. He is going to return to base. So we'll flip him over. He's going to go RTB. And now this guy, he actually did his attack. I'm pretty sure he's going to be going home too. Let's see, he gets a he gets a +1. Nope, he gets a +1. Was given an attack posture. And he's a 3 over here. +1 to the die roll. He got a 6. He has to also go back. Plunger goes back. Okay, so both these subs become return to base. And they're done. So they did their combat. Take that off the board. I got both these guys are going to have to return to base. Okay. All right. And we do cleanup. So I don't think I cleaned up the board here, so there's nothing left to do there. So now we do transit movement. Okay. Submarines that are ready for sea box or base or outbound to a patrol area or are on their transit side, including those with an RTB marker in an operating section of an op area, can move a number of op areas. Roll for the transit event. Okay. And they would go in the done section. So these two guys are coming out. So I think I'm going to send, oops, who do I have here? 4 and a 6. I'm going to send the gudgeon down this way. 1, 2. He'll be in his, he'll flip over to his patrol box because he's going to stay there. And they're going to roll. And he's an 8 or 9. That's -1 to the die roll. For a transit event, he got a 0. So no transit event. He made it successfully. And now I have the Pompano, and I think I'm going to send him out. I could send him to the Marshals. Could send him to the North Pacific, which wouldn't be bad either. Might get a little different set of ships there. The Carolines are nice too. I could get over here to the Bonans, and the Bonans are also in my area. There's a lot of activity, but there's a lot of task forces. I think I'm going to come up here to the North Pacific with this guy. So he's coming out of Pearl. He's going to go 1, 2. The one he's got to see if he gets through is the Hawaiian Islands mid-Pacific. He's on his transit side, -1. He gets a 6. -1's a 5. So he gets through there. And that'll put him here, and he'll be patrolling next turn there. Okay. Now we got transits moving this way. So we're going to start with these two guys. They're both doing return to base. I'm going to leave this marker on him for a minute. He's going through the Hawaiians. 1 and 2 gets him back to Pearl. So he's got to roll. See if he has anything happen to him. Wait a minute. Before I do that, let's clear this section here by moving this guy. He moves directly into Pearl, and he does not have to do a transit, but he is damaged. So he has a return to base. He has to roll on the damage table right here and see he's got 1 damage marker on him. So he's got a 2. And a 2 is superficial. He goes straight to the broom box. Very nice. So he's in the broom box. All right. Now I got these two guys moving. They're both moving. 1, 2. We got to roll for each one of them for this. All right, we'll do Trout first. And it is a 1. He passes. He has no damage. He moves to the broom box. And now we have Argonaut. He's moving in. And they get a 2. So he's in. So he goes to the broom box. No damage. All right. Now I got these guys coming in. So I got Dolphin. He moves 1. You know what? To get to Hawaii, he's coming this way. 1 and 2. So on his transit side, he got a 6. -1's a 5, so he made it. No damage. He'll be in the broom box. All right, these two guys are doing the same thing. 1, 2. They're going to be returned to base. And we'll start with Tandor. See if he makes it through there. Oops. And get it in the dice tower. A 1. So he made it. He goes to the broom box. And finally, Triton. He's rolling. Oh, it's a 9. He did not pass the transit box. He got caught here in the transit box. Okay. So this time I got to roll on the transit event table. Okay, so he failed that roll because he actually came. Which way did I bring them guys? I brought him this way, sorry. But a 9 -1's an 8. He still got caught right there. Okay. Now, transit checks required. Now we roll. And it's a 5. And a 5 is 3 to 7. So we roll again. And it's a 0. And a 0 is no event. So he makes it through. And he goes to the broom box. Ooh, that was close. Okay. So he made it. He's on patrol there. He's on patrol. These guys will be on transit next time. They'll be going return to base. And that's all of the transit moves. And now we do war progress phase. Conclude turn phase. Remove or improve tropical storms. Typhoons. Check for typhoon damage. We don't have any. Remove spotted markers. We don't have any. Spotted markers return to base. Check scenario victory conditions. Advance the date marker. All right, so now we're going to go to January, week 1, 1942. Okay. We do not do a war progress period. All right. Wow. Okay. So I did a lot there. And I think try to keep this video at a decent amount of time here. And I want you guys to check me again, make sure I didn't jack this up. These ultras come off. They'll be up for the next turn. All right. And want to make sure I did okay on all my all those moves. I think I worked through them okay this time. Still didn't sink any ships. These torpedoes suck, man. Man, I just want to get I want to get a kill, but I haven't been able to get one yet. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 subs that could come out and get on patrol out here. So we'll see. Plus, I'm going to have my first reinforcement subs going to be coming out in January. 3 of them out of Pearl Harbor. So we'll check and see which box they go in when we start up next time. All right. Well, hopefully I did this one okay. We'll check it and see, but I think so. At least it feels like I did. And we'll see where we're at on the next one. And hopefully you guys are enjoying this. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And as always, leave me those comments because they definitely help me with my playthrough and other people that read the comments. And I get comments, you know, making sure everybody's doing it right. So that's what I want to do. We're coming into 1942. June will be the end of this one. So But there's several weeks in here we got to work through. I'm hoping on the next turn it'll go a little quicker. I won't have to hem-haw around quite as much. All right. So remember, leave me those comments and give me that thumbs up. All right. I'll see you guys next time.